Did you know that the beloved game Ludo actually originated in ancient India? Known as Pachisi, this game of strategy and fun has been enjoyed since the 6th century CE and still brings families together around the world today. But that's just one of the fascinating innovations from India's past. In today's video, we're uncovering 10 incredible inventions from this rich and diverse culture that have left a lasting impact on the world. From revolutionary surgical techniques to ancient financial instruments, India's contributions to human progress might just surprise you. So, if you're ready to dive into history and learn something new, hit play and let's get started. Yoga, one of India's greatest contributions to the world, is the ancient practice of yoga, which dates back over 5,000 years. The origins of yoga can be traced to the Indus Valley civilization, and the earliest references appear in the Rig Veda, an ancient Indian scripture. The system of yoga was later developed into a structured practice by sage Patanjali, who compiled the Yoga Sutras around 400 BCE, providing a comprehensive guide on the philosophy and techniques of yoga. Yoga combines physical postures, asanas, breath control, pranayama, meditation, dhyana, and ethical principles to promote holistic well-being. Originally intended as a spiritual discipline to achieve self-realization, balance, and inner peace, yoga was practiced by ancient Indian sages as a path to enlightenment. Over the centuries, yoga evolved into a diverse range of schools and styles, from Hatha Yoga to Ashtanga and Vinyasa, each focusing on different aspects of mind-body harmony. By the 20th century, yoga had spread globally, gaining immense popularity for its benefits in improving physical health, mental clarity, and stress relief. Cotton cultivation. India has the distinction of being one of the earliest civilizations to cultivate cotton, with evidence dating back to around 3000 BCE in the Indus Valley civilization. Ancient Indian farmers pioneered techniques to grow, harvest, and process cotton, which was then spun into thread and woven into fabric. The resulting textiles were highly prized for their softness, quality, and durability. By the 5th century BCE, India had perfected the art of cotton cultivation and weaving, making it a major hub of the global textile trade. The Greek historian Herodotus and other ancient travelers marveled at India's cotton, describing it as wool grown on trees due to its soft and fluffy nature. Indian cotton textiles became highly sought after in regions like Egypt, Greece, and Rome. India's innovations in cotton cultivation not only influenced agricultural practices, but also established the country as a leader in textile production for centuries. The techniques developed in ancient India laid the foundation for the modern cotton industry, which remains a cornerstone of global textiles to this day. Shampoo. The word shampoo has its roots in India, derived from the Hindi word champo, which means to massage. The concept of shampooing originated in India as early as the 16th century, where people used natural herbs, oils, and extracts to cleanse and nourish their hair. The traditional Indian shampoo consisted of natural ingredients like gooseberry, amla, soapberry, retha, hibiscus, shikakai, and various fragrant herbs mixed with water to create a cleansing lather. These natural shampoos were not only effective at cleaning hair, but also promoted scalp health, hair growth, and shine. The art of hair cleansing and massaging was so effective that when European traders and colonists arrived in India, they adopted the practice and introduced it back to Europe in the 18th century. The Indian method of shampooing evolved into the commercial shampoo industry we know today, but its origins lie in the age-old practices of Ayurvedic medicine. India's contribution to personal care through the invention of shampoo has had a lasting global impact, revolutionizing hair care routines around the world. Rocket artillery. Long before the advent of modern warfare, India was a pioneer in the development of rocket artillery. By the late 18th century, the Kingdom of Mysore, under the leadership of Tipu Sultan and his father Hyder Ali, had perfected the use of metal cylinder rockets in battle. Known as the Cesarean rockets, these were among the earliest forms of military rocket technology. Unlike earlier rockets made from bamboo tubes, the Cesarean versions were made with iron casings, which allowed them to carry more explosive power and achieve greater range and accuracy. These rockets were mounted on bamboo poles and could be launched in volleys, creating a devastating impact on enemy forces. The effectiveness of Cesarean rocket artillery was demonstrated during battles against the British East India Company, notably in the Second Anglo-Mysore War 1708 or 1784, and the Third Anglo-Mysore War 179 or 1792. The British were so impressed by these rockets that they studied captured specimens and used them as a basis for developing their own Congreve rockets, which later saw use in the Napoleonic Wars and the War of 1812. India's innovations in rocket artillery not only showcased advanced metallurgical and engineering skills, but also influenced global military technology, laying the foundation for modern rocket warfare. India's innovations in rocket artillery not only showcased advanced metallurgical and engineering skills, but also influenced global military technology, laying the foundation for modern rocket warfare. Czech. The origins of Czechs can be traced back to ancient India during the Maurya Empire, 321 to 185 BC. During this era, a commercial instrument known as the adesha was widely used. This document functioned as a written order from an account holder to their banker, instructing them to pay a specific sum to a third party. The adesha was essentially an early form of a negotiable instrument, allowing individuals to transfer money securely without the need to carry large amounts of physical currency. This not only facilitated safer long-distance trade, but also introduced a system that reduced the risks associated with theft. This innovative concept laid the groundwork for what eventually evolved into the modern Czech system used worldwide today. India's early adoption of such financial instruments reflects its advanced understanding of commerce and banking, showcasing its pivotal role in the history of global financial systems. Cesarean Section. The earliest known references to Cesarean sections come from ancient India, where advanced medical knowledge was documented in texts such as the Sushruta Samhita, written by the great physician Sushruta around the 6th century BCE. This ancient surgical text describes procedures for delivering babies through incisions, long before such techniques were practiced in the West. Sushruta, often regarded as the father of surgery, detailed surgical techniques, including those resembling modern C-sections, performed in cases where childbirth complications threatened the life of the mother or child. While anesthesia and modern sterilization techniques were not available at that time, Indian physicians utilized herbal medicines and natural anesthetics to minimize pain and reduce infections. These early accounts demonstrate that India was far ahead of its time in the field of surgery and obstetrics, contributing significantly to the medical knowledge that forms the basis of modern surgical practices today. Residential University. India is home to one of the world's earliest and most influential residential universities, with its roots going back to Nalanda University, founded in the 5th century CE in the ancient kingdom of Magadha, modern-day Bihar. Nalanda was not just a center of learning, but a fully functioning residential university that attracted scholars from across Asia, including China, Korea, Japan, and Central Asia. Nalanda housed thousands of students and teachers living together on its vast campus, which included lecture halls, libraries, meditation centers, and student dormitories. The university offered a diverse curriculum, covering subjects like Buddhist philosophy, medicine, astronomy, mathematics, and literature, and employed a rigorous academic system. This residential university model emphasized holistic education, combining intellectual growth with moral and spiritual development. Nalanda set the blueprint for the modern university system, inspiring institutions across the world. Its innovative approach to education highlights India's profound influence on the development of global academic traditions, centuries before universities like Oxford or Cambridge were established. Punch, the beverage. The beloved beverage known as punch has its origins in India. The drink was introduced to the Western world by British sailors in the early 17th century, who encountered it during their voyages to India with the East India Company. The original Indian word for this drink is believed to be panch, meaning 5 in Hindi, as the traditional recipe consisted of 5 key ingredients: alcohol, sugar, lemon, water, and spices or tea. Indian punch was a refreshing, balanced mix of flavors that combined local ingredients like arak, a spirit made from fermented sugarcane or fruit, citrus, and spices, making it both flavorful and potent. When the British adopted the drink, they began serving it at social gatherings, quickly popularizing it in Europe throughout the 17th and 18th centuries. The concept of punch laid the groundwork for modern-day cocktails, evolving into various recipes that now use rum, brandy, or other spirits. India's invention of punch demonstrates its influence on global culinary traditions, transforming the way people enjoyed social drinking across continents. Glassblowing. The art of glassmaking, including glassblowing, has ancient roots in India. Historical evidence suggests that by around 200 BCE, Indian craftsmen were proficient in producing glass objects using various techniques, including early forms of blowing and molding. Archaeological excavations in regions like Tamil Nadu and Uttar Pradesh have uncovered glass beads, bangles, and decorative items that date back over 2,000 years. Indian glassmakers excelled in creating vibrant colored glass by adding natural minerals such as copper and iron to achieve deep blues, greens, and other rich hues. These intricate glassworks became popular in trade, making their way to Rome, Egypt, and other parts of the ancient world. Though the technique of glassblowing, as perfected by the Romans in the 1st century BCE, became more widely known, the foundational skills and artistry seen in India significantly influenced the craft. India's contribution to early glassmaking reflects its ingenuity in using local resources and innovative techniques, helping lay the groundwork for the development of glassblowing as an art form globally. Ganja, cannabis. The use of ganja, or cannabis, has ancient roots in India, dating back thousands of years. It has been traditionally used for spiritual, medicinal, and recreational purposes. References to the consumption of cannabis can be found in the Atharva-Veda, written around 1500 BCE, where it is described as one of the 5 sacred plants and praised for its medicinal properties. In ancient India, cannabis was often consumed in the form of bhang, a drink made from the leaves and buds of the plant, especially during religious festivals like Holi. The herb was believed to be a gift from the deity Shiva, who is often depicted as the Lord of Bhang, using it to relax and meditate. Cannabis was used for its therapeutic properties to treat ailments such as pain, insomnia, digestive issues, and anxiety. Ancient Ayurvedic texts describe its use for everything from stimulating appetite to improving focus. It was also employed as an analgesic and antiseptic in traditional medicine. India's deep historical connection with Ganja laid the foundation for the global recognition of cannabis's medicinal and recreational uses. Today, while cannabis remains controversial in many parts of the world, its traditional use in India underscores its ancient role as a natural remedy and a spiritual aid. And there you have it, 10 incredible inventions that have shaped the world, each with roots deep in India's rich history and culture. From ancient rocket artillery to the origins of modern banking, India's contributions continue to impact our lives in ways we often overlook. But remember, this is just the beginning. There's so much more to discover in the world of ancient innovation. If you enjoyed this journey through India's groundbreaking inventions, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And stay tuned, because in our next episode, we'll be exploring the remarkable inventions that emerged from the heart of Europe straight from the art, science, and passion of Italy. From the Renaissance masters to cutting-edge engineering, you won't want to miss it. Then we'll see you next time.